Are AI recording artists starting to trick people? Well, today I'm going to be reacting to this video by popular YouTuber, music producer, and audio engineer Rick Beato, giving his thoughts on the upcoming wave of AI music creators. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video and get some insight from a veteran in the music game. Make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video because the information that you get from here is definitely going to help arm you as the landscape changes. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey everybody, I'm Rick Beato. So a friend of mine sent me this LA Times article that I'm chuckling about now that I just read, and it goes like this. Sienna Rose has achieved a level of breakout stardom envied by musicians everywhere. Over the last 4 months, she's developed a fan base of more than 4 million monthly Spotify listeners. That's impressive. Her star has risen in tandem with that of Olivia Dean, a fellow neo-soul vocalist who took home this year's Grammy for Best New Artist. Rose's Spotify biography extols her as not just a performer, but a storyteller at heart, singing every word with a sense of truth and beauty. But Rose didn't attend the Grammys earlier this month because she's neither a neo-soul artist nor the possessor of a soul to begin with. She is AI, top to bottom, an algorithmic interpretation of real artists in a genre it was built to exploit and ultimately replace. It goes on to say, AI-generated songs now make up nearly 40% of music uploaded to streaming services daily. These songs are becoming more impressive by the day, too. In one study, only 3% of respondents could reliably distinguish between AI-generated and human-generated music. As of late January, 6 of Spotify's top 50 trending songs in the US were fully AI-generated.
You know, that's interesting. That's a whole lot of artists who are actually AI. And that just gets me thinking, you know, as the technology starts to get better, it's just going to become more and more convincing to the average listener that what they're listening to is an actual human, but in actuality is AI. And some of that's some of the pushback that I get from some of the AI super fans who watch my content is that eventually people are just, their taste is going to be shaped by AI. And that's what they're going to actually, you know, desire. That's what they're going to want to listen to. For me, obviously, I have an issue with it. Just the evidence is showing that the average listener is just not really caring. Let's go ahead and get back into the video.
Okay, so what does Sienna Rose actually sound like? I'll play a little bit of her song, Into the Blue. You by my side. Okay. You get the idea. So anytime I hear that something is possibly AI, I click on their Instagram to see what's going on there. So I click on the link provided here in Spotify, and it brings me to this page, Sienna Rose, who has 35 posts and 6,971 followers. That's not very many followers for someone with about 4 million monthly listeners. Should be way more than that. So as a point of comparison, let's look at another artist that's in the same style, like a kind of neo-soul. This is Victoria Monet. She has 3.7 million monthly listeners. Here's one of her songs. On My Mama.
Now that's real music.
Now, unlike Sienna Rose, this song has 192 million plays. She also has a song called Monopoly that's got 202 million plays. That's the amount of plays you would expect for someone that has 4 million monthly listeners. And if you go to her Instagram, she has 2.1 million followers there, which is what you would expect with a real human being. If we go back to Sienna Rose's Instagram and you click these 3 buttons to see about her account, it says date joined 2022, account based in Norway. Well, if you hear her talk, I'm not saying anything, but if you watch this video.
So I keep seeing these comments everywhere. She's AI. Well, I feel real. And I hope the 3 million people listening feel the same.
Okay, so what's the deal? Why is Spotify pushing this crap? I mean, is it possible that she's a real artist? I guess it's possible that she only has 11 million plays of her biggest song on here and that she has 4 million monthly listeners, and these other people that have 4 million monthly listeners have songs with hundreds of millions of plays. That's possible. It's possible that she has 6,900 Instagram followers when someone that has the same amount of monthly listeners on Spotify has 2 million. It's possible that her videos are real and that she's a real person that lives in Norway. It's possible that Norway has magical disappearing door frames. And it's possible that Deezer accidentally labeled it as AI, but it's real. But it's not likely.
You know, at this point, at this phase in technology, what Rick is going through, it is kind of funny. It's just like, okay, this is obviously fake. But what happens, guys, listen to me. What happens when technology gets so good that that individual there, the Sienna Rose person, is indistinguishable from an actual human being? You know, he pointed out the disappearing door frame. As she was moving, you can kind of see the little technical glitches. But guys, as we know, technology just gets better and better. Think of video games from your childhood, and then think about how video games are now. Now you do that same thing when it comes to, you know, content creation and even music creation. Then where are things going in the future? You know, it's a little scary to think about, but that's really the nature of technology. But let's get back into the video.
Why is Spotify pushing stuff that appears to be AI and not labeling it? I'll tell you, people don't want to listen to it. People that I know, if they know that it's AI, they don't want to waste their time listening to it. Some of you might say, hey, but it's a good song. Okay, fine. It may be a great song, but I want to know what I'm listening to. Do you want to know what you're eating? There is a reason they put the ingredients on things, because you don't want to be eating a bunch of crap. I had some Twizzlers yesterday. Okay, I admit it. At least on Twizzlers, it says artificially flavored, and it has a bunch of fake things in the ingredients. And I know I'm eating dyes and sugar and just a bunch of crap that's not real. I want to know that I'm listening to something that's not real, that wasn't created by a human, but it was created from a bunch of actual real artists, real work. It's just a bunch of fragments stolen and recombined together to mimic something that is real.
There we go. Rick and I are right there on the same page. You know, I've said pretty much the same thing verbatim in some of my previous videos, man. If it's AI, just let me know it's AI. Put some type of little tag on there. Put something on there, let me know it's AI. Even when it comes to content creation, please don't fool the people. Just let us know. Disclose it. We just want to know what it is. You know, if I'm listening to a song and I'm liking it, it shouldn't take me more than 3 seconds to look at it in Spotify or Apple Music or YouTube Music. Just let me see a nice little label. Let me know that this is GMO music and not organic. That's all I want to know. So let's get back into the video.
But it's not real. Somehow Spotify is letting this thing go and letting it gather what I assume is fake listeners. They may not be fake listeners, but I assume they're fake listeners just because it doesn't seem to obey the laws of gravity at all or any of the laws of physics compared to other real artists. Because I look at charts all the time, and that doesn't look like a chart of someone that has real followers. If I pick up a rock band, let's say you take somebody like Sleep Token, they've got 5.7 million monthly listeners. So about 1.7 million more. They have a song, 150 million, 288 million, 140 million, 171 million plays on these songs with 5.7 million monthly listeners. Why is it that they have all these songs with hundreds of millions of plays, yet they only have about 1.7 million more monthly listeners? Is it possible that their fans are just way more engaged? Yes, it's possible, but it's not likely.
All right, guys, so let me know what you think. Do you think that there should be a label distinguishing between AI and real organic music? Are you fine with it? Do you not care? Does it not make a difference to you? What do you think, guys? Please let me know in the comments. We have to keep this dialogue going as technology and music continues to change. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe. My name is Desmond A, and I'll be back with more great videos. Peace. Wait, before you go, make sure you go to DesmondASounds.com where you can get free FL Studio Patcher plugins, free loops, free guides, everything you need to level up your music production. Once again, go to DesmondASounds.com or click the link in the description. Go there now and totally transform your music production.